Hey everyone, this is Tony, Taint the Lord 87, and here's a What's Spinning video. Just going to show off some albums that I've been spinning lately. So hopefully everyone enjoys it, and let's go straight to it. The first album that I've been spinning lately is Anthrax for All Kings, a very solid thrash metal album from Anthrax. Really amazing that they can put out a quality release this late in their career. But old legends never die, and they put out a banger. And this is a banger of an album. A very, it can be very heavy, melodic, thrashy, just a solid thrash metal album from Anthrax. And yeah, that's what you're going to get with Anthrax for All Kings. Just some solid thrash metal through and through. And that's the first album I've been spinning lately, Anthrax for All Kings. Next is Anthrax, Sound of White Noise. Now, this is not a thrash metal album from Anthrax. If anything, it's more like a heavy metal, hard rock album with some grunge influences. And if that turns you off, you may not like it. But if you're into heavy metal, hard rock, and some grunge, I think this album is pretty good. There's some really solid riffs on some of these songs, and it can get pretty heavy. And I really do think this album is underappreciated, and definitely an album if you want something different from Anthrax. So yeah, Anthrax, Sound of White Noise, a pretty good album in my opinion. Next up is Cataclysm, Waiting for the End to Come. Just a really solid death metal album from Cataclysm. It can be heavy, it's riff driven, and just has some really monstrous vocals. Just every song here is a banger. If you're into death metal, definitely check out Cataclysm's Waiting for the End to Come. Just a solid album through and through. So yeah, Cataclysm, Waiting for the End to Come, a very solid death metal album. Next up is Amon Moth, Soul to Rising, a very solid melodic death metal album from this long running band. Now, with Amon Moth, you kind of know what to expect, and they don't change the sound too much, and they don't change the sound on here that much either. But it's just some solid, straight up melodic death metal, and I couldn't have it any other way. So yeah, Amon Moth, Soul to Rising, a very solid melodic death metal album from this band. Okay, next one is Slayer, Christ Illusion. I feel like modern day Slayer tends to get overlooked, and Christ Illusion tends to get a bit overlooked and it's a bit underappreciated. But to me, this is just a very good album from Slayer. It has some very fast, relentless, brutal songs, and it's just a really good album. If you're into modern Slayer, I think this is one of the best albums in my opinion. And yeah, if you want some solid modern day thrash metal, you can't go wrong with Slayer's Christ Illusion, in my opinion. So, yep, Slayer's Christ Illusion. And the last album that I've been spinning lately is Akakake, Antichrist. Now, if you're into some really evil, maniacal, demonic, blackened death metal, you can't go wrong with Akakake. You know, like this album really does sound evil and demonic and monstrous, but has some very solid riffs in it. Like if you're into some awesome black and death metal, you can't go wrong with Akakake. Antichrist is definitely one of the best albums in my opinion. Even though this is the only album I own from them physically, but I digress. Anyways, Akakake's Antichrist is a solid black and death metal album. Definitely check it out if you haven't. And that's it, everyone. That's what I've been spinning lately. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and hopefully I can do another video next time, whenever that would be. Take care and see everyone later, I guess.